An insane amount of people have been following my TikTok from back home, so I thought it'd be appropriate to tell you guys some stories from the most traumatizing time of my life so far. That's right, Tagalog class. I'm 100% Filipino, and as you can tell from my voice, I have a 0% accent. So to get into the ever so prestigious San Francisco State University, I had to take a language class in high school, so decided to take Tagalog because that's what they speak in the Philippines. I didn't mean any disrespect towards my first year Tagalog teacher, but she absolutely hated me just because there was an insane cultural disconnect. My mom grew up in Europe and my dad grew up in America, so we don't have a lot of Filipino tendencies. Sometimes my teacher would try to get my attention, and instead of saying, "Hey, Nikki," like any of my other teachers would, she would do the very Filipino thing where she'd go tss to try to get your attention, and I never responded to that. She thought I was flat out ignoring her, but at no point in my life ever have I responded to someone doing that to me because people just don't do that to get my attention at home. So you got 25 points for your speaking tests, and there were speaking tests every single week, and 5 of those points were given to most students for free, and I never got those 5 points because they were points you would get for your accent. And because I can't fake an accent, the most I could ever get on a speaking test, if I'm lucky, was a B. In one way or another, every speaking test I took was somewhat traumatic, but there was one in particular where I really screwed up. I had a partner who also didn't speak Tagalog that well, and we were supposed to go in front of the class, and we were going to role play a conversation where we were going to go to a party, and because we were learning about clothes that week, we had to talk about what clothes we were going to wear to the party. Well, the problem is I watched Dora the Explorer as a kid, and so I know a little bit of Spanish, but I do not know any words in Tagalog. So I asked a third friend, "Hey dude, I'm gonna say I want to wear red pants to the party. How do you say that?" And to this day, I still don't remember what the correct word is. I'm gonna do this all in English because I don't know any Tagalog anymore, but my friend says, "Hey man, are you gonna go to the party?" And I say, "Sí, mi amigo." And then he goes, "Oh cool, are you gonna wear something cool to the party?" And I go, "Sí, mi amor." And this is where it all goes wrong. He asks me, "What are you going to wear to the party?" Now, I had repeated 10 times to myself this phrase my friend told me that's supposed to mean I am wearing red pants to the party. What he actually told me to say, and I didn't know about this till the room fell dead silent, was I said, "I am wearing a red G-string to the party." The class fell dead silent. I wasn't able to feel embarrassment because I didn't even know what I said, and after I was told afterwards, from that moment on, I knew that nothing more embarrassing for the rest of my life could occur, and so I just have no shame anymore. Anyway, I ended up squeaking by somehow with a C in that class. I was a pretty good student throughout high school, usually A's and B's, but languages always kind of messed with me. Today's video was sponsored by Duel Plingo. Make sure you do your daily lesson or you could end up wearing a red G-string like me.